Hey everybody, whoever is here by now, good evening. All right, it is Sunday. It is good to be doing something today. Hey everybody, hang on, got a little. Is here by now. Good evening. Okay. Well, here in Central Virginia, we are experiencing winter at its less than finest. It is a dreary, cold, icy one going on here. Went for a walk, and man, that was gross. But good day to be cozy. Been hanging out. Just been playing some songs today, and excited to have somewhere to go. We'll call it this. Hey, Colin. You know, I've been asked about the pants check many times, so we'll start the show with the old pants check. Yep. Got my jeans on, but thanks for asking. I did a Christmas one and was wearing a suit jacket for that, and that was part of the show. I thought about wearing sweatpants today. I really want to get one of those, in like high school yearbook photos. It's like the fake tuxedo that goes over top, and they tie it on the back, so you can just wear your cargo shorts and t-shirt, whatever, and look all pretty for your picture. You need to get something like that for this. But nope, this is a good reason to get cleaned up today. To add my sweatpants, to take a shower. It's good. Cheers. Happy Sunday, y'all. All right. Hey, Bill. Colin, one of these days, man. Well, cool. Well, for tonight, I'm just going to do... I'm gonna do a bunch of covers of artists I really like and songs that are vaguely in different ways aligned with this day of love and so forth. We'll talk about that later. What our thoughts are collectively on Valentine's Day. And I did a little half-ass research on it, and it is dark. It is dark. If anyone else has looked into the origins of this day, pre-Hallmark greeting cards. It is. We'll get into it. Hey, Chad. So cool. So I'm just gonna run through some songs of folks I like, and had to make myself some cheat sheets today because a lot of new stuff. But yeah, and I wrote a new one for today using this as a little motivation prompt for me. So we'll see how it goes. But we'll just get moving. Well, I hope that I don't fall in love with you. 'Cause falling in love, it always makes me blue. Well, the music plays and you display your heart for me to see. I've had a beer and now you're here staring back at me. And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. Well, the room is crowded, there's people everywhere. I wonder, should I offer you a chair? Well, if you sit down with this old clown, I'll take that frown and break it. Before the evening's gone away, I think that we could make it. And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. Well, the night does funny things inside a man. These old tomcat feelings you don't understand. When I turn around and look at you, you light a cigarette. Wish that I could bum one, but we haven't met. And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. 'Cause I can see that you are lonesome just like me. And it being late, would you like some company? I turn around and look at you, looking back at me. The guy you're with is up and split, the chair next to you is free. And I hope that I don't fall in love with you. Now it's closing time, the music's fading out. Last call for drinks, I'll have another stout. When I turn around and look at you, you're nowhere to be found. I search the place for your lost face, guess I'll have another round. And I think that I just fell in love with you. Alright, it's a Tom Waits tune to kick the night off his record Closing Time. It's a great one. Cool. How we all doing? Hey, Loopy. All right. Cheers, y'all. Yeah, this is a fun way to like give me a reason to learn a bunch or be up to date on some songs that I haven't done in a while. Some good to have some more songs vaguely about love, relationships, all that jazz. But I hope everyone is doing well as they can. It's tricky out there, right? Relationships are hard. Life is hard, but it can be beautiful. So yeah, just trying to think about those things we are fortunate to have. Turn this up a little. There you go. Check this. Let me do one thing. Check our technicalities here real quick. All right. Thanks for hanging. All right. Okay. Well, nothing says Valentine's Day like Deer Tick, one of my favorite rock bands from Providence, Rhode Island. So it's from my man Greeley, if he's out there. Elbows on the windowsill, my head against the pane. Seen so many grow and die, but you forget most of their names. So I fire that arrow into the great big sky and hope it never comes down. Unless you're coming with it, it's better with you around. I could drink myself to death tonight, or stand and give a toast to those who made it out alive. It's you I'll miss the most, but tonight I'll see my sweetheart. I got a $50 bill, but somewhere in her weak heart, she knows I never will. Oh, love, it's hard to find it. True love, it's hard to hide it. And I stood beside it, but I've fallen so far behind it. From a tiny room up in Smith Hill, it's easy to disappear. It's easy to run off hiding, then to say that I don't want you here. But I can't stand to face the facts, they'd only leave you hurt. I don't care much for what you have to say, but I wanna know what you heard. Oh, love, it's hard to find it. True love, it's hard to hide it. Though I once stood beside it, I've fallen so far behind it. It's a long way to free, and you can tread on me in the morning. When you're crying, you'll see. Ooh. Smith Hill from Deer Tick. Love those guys. Man, they're a great band. Miss music. Not just being able to play music, but just going to shows and seeing friends. It's a lot of good, there's always some good Valentine's Day area stuff in Charlottesville. And I feel like this always goes from like, I don't know, roses and chocolate to like 2 fingers up and a shot of whiskey in the holiday land somewhere between there. So I think it's a good mix. It's a good mix. All right. We'll keep moving. Switch out guitars here. All right. Hope everyone is getting through the winter doldrums. Yeah, I think once we can do stuff outside, once we can congregate in some fashion. There's been a few inquiries about a boot, suddenly Canadian, about shows and stuff. So I don't know. I'm thinking of ideas of what will happen. Maybe some stuff here and there. But it's a great mystery. Continues to be. So, yeah, but I've been really trying to take advantage of the quiet time. Hope you all are as well, as best you can. It's just nice to talk to the internet. I was listening to one of my favorite singer-songwriters, Joe Pug. He has a podcast called The Working Songwriter, and a great live stream is on 9 o'clock Sunday nights. Just love the dude. I think he's fantastic. Highly recommend if you haven't checked it out yet. But on his podcast, he was talking to another guy I really like, Hayes Carl, and they each have a live stream, and they were talking about doing this sort of thing, and how like it felt silly at first, and I started doing this just as a way to keep me doing something, having something to do. And it was like, if nobody shows up, that's fine. At least I have to feel like I'm doing something. It has to be motivated. But this has been fantastic week in, week out. I'm having a blast. And so what these guys were saying is how important it is. There's parts of your identity that can get really lost during this period. And by having these live streams and by doing this, like, I still get to interact as a musician in this part of my life, which otherwise would just be completely dormant and just me sitting in sweatpants playing like sad minor key stuff on the couch, which is fine. There's plenty of days for that this winter. But this allows me to at least pretend and engage this part of me. And as these guys were saying, they're like, yeah, it's weird that sometimes these nights are like weirdly emotional and brings out weird feelings. And I thought about that, and it's like, it means a lot. It means a lot to whatever this is. I get excited for doing it every week. I get excited for interacting with y'all, working on songs, having something to do. It feels like a thing. It's nice to have that feeling. So thanks. That's a long way of saying it. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll all be each other's Valentines tonight. So love y'all. Speaking of which, here's one on the nose from Mr. Seaver. Come to you with empty hands. Guess I forgot again. I've only got my love to send on Valentine's Day. And I ain't got a card to sign. Roses even hard to find. I only hope that you'll be mine on Valentine's Day. 'Cause I know that I swore that I wouldn't forget. I wrote it all down, but I lost it, I guess. Now there's so much I wanna say, but all the words just slip away. The way you love me every day, It's like Valentine's Day. If I could, then I would deliver to you diamond and gold. It's the least that I could do. So if you'll take this IOU, I can make it up to you. Until then, my love will have to do on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day. All right, Valentine's Day, Mr. Steve Earle. My folks would make mix CDs. Big fan of it. And cleaning out crap here the other day, and that was on Kevin Linda's Valentine's Day mix from 2010. And I was like, oh, look at that. There's a lot of good songs. There's actually a fair number of songs for this holiday, both for all the sorts. How we doing? All right. The whole crew's here. Good to see y'all. Thanks, Chad. Bill, I think you have a feature as like a coder or a decoder, like writing hieroglyphics through text and deciphering what people are trying to say on TikTok, which I have that's a whole different. I'm old, but I love it. It's great to see you. Hey, Noah. Had a great time yesterday. Got out of the holler here. I went to help my buddy Noah put a cab on his truck. Two-man operation, which it's a beautiful drive here. The roads are clear, but there's ice on all the trees. Just like driving through Narnia. Just the Lion, the Witch, and the Forester. But yeah, and then after getting Noah's truck cab situated, he plied me with really nice scotch and apple cake in the shed as we stared out at the gathering night. I socialized this week, it counts. So thanks, Noah. I did this on one of my very first live streams, so I'm gonna bring it back in. So yeah, here's a George Strait song, and it's one of the few that there are certain parts of like that 90s radio country that I don't know. That's when I kind of got introduced to country music, and this song really stuck out to me because the songcraft and the chords were kind of different and weird. It wasn't like typical radio hit. But yeah, so enough talk. Here is Run from George Strait. If there's a plane or a bus leaving Dallas, I hope you're on it. If there's a train moving fast down the tracks, I hope you caught it. 'Cause I swear out there ain't where you ought to be. So catch a ride, catch a cab. Don't you know I miss you bad, but don't you walk to me. Baby, run, cut a path across the blue skies. Straight in a straight line, you can get here fast enough. Find a truck and fire it up. Lean on the gas and off the clutch. Leave Dallas in the dust. I need you in a rush. So baby, run. Well, if you ain't got a suitcase, get a box or an old brown paper sack. Take a truck, pack it light, pack it heavy. Take a truck, take a Chevy, baby, just come back. If there's a shortcut to the highway out of town, why don't you take it? Don't let that speed limit slow you down. Go on and break it. And baby, run, cut a path across the blue sky. Straight in a straight line, you can't get here fast enough. Find a truck and fire it up. Lean on the gas and off the clutch. Leave Dallas in the dust. I need you in a rush. So baby, run. So baby, run. Baby, run. Baby, run. Mr. George Strait. Nothing getting halfway into a song and realizing you forgot to capo it where you wanted it. But hey, that's what this is. Just going with it, having fun. So thanks. Yep. All right, let's do another classic. Yeah. So, I don't know what Valentine's Day means to everyone, but we're almost at halftime here, sort of. So, I did a little quick internet research. Here's what I found. So, if anyone else has things, it seems like we can't quite pinpoint the nexus of it, but it's a lot of convoluted holidays colliding. But from February 13th to 15th, Romans celebrated the feast of Lupercalia. The men sacrificed a goat and a dog, then whipped women with the hides of animals they had just slain. The Roman romantics were drunk, they were naked, and women would line up for men to hit them, believing that this would make them fertile. It included a matchmaking lottery, and also not to be confused, the Emperor Claudius II executed two men, both named Valentine, on February 14th of different years in the 3rd century. Their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church, and then later on there's a guy named Valentine who is quite the Lothario, lover of women, and that was confused with St. Valentine's Day, and we just kind of went with it. So that's my quick 5-second internet research on this. Yeah, the more you know. Drop a pick. There we go. So that was interesting to know. I'm sure there's, like everything, that's how we Justin. Yes, the shit is dark and weird. I tried to tell y'all. But hey friends. We're all friends here. Always winter, never Christmas. Man. I went and dang did it. While I'm here, I'll do, okay. I'm gonna do, this is a song that just came out on an album maybe a week or two ago from one of my favorite bands called Lucero out of Texas. And they are well known for their pyramids of PBR and pint glasses of whiskey, but they've it's a good, for those of you who know Lucero, or those of you who don't, they're just great. They're hard, I guess you'd say country rock, which is great songwriting. So when they play a town and they get too drunk, they put a star on it. So the next time they come through, they do a more together show in theory. And they did that in Charlottesville. They did one at the Jefferson Theater here, and apparently things were really sloppy. I didn't make it to that one. So they came back and said, okay guys, like we're giving you our best foot forward here tonight. But people kept bringing them beers and shots of whiskey and putting it on the front of the stage. And they're like, guys, look, we're trying to do the right thing here. So like, let's try to give you the show you want. There were still pyramids of beer cans. But anyways, they've moved past that, the hard drinking image a bit. They put out a really fantastic album. This is the title song. And it just spoke to me when I heard it. So I learned it the other day. And it's called When You Found Me by Lucero. When you found me, I was falling 1,000 feet above the earth, like a comet in the heavens I was crossing. No way you could slow me down. When you found me in the fire, I was drinking kerosene, striking matches as the flames were growing higher. No way you could get to me. But you found a way, you found a way for me to find my way to you. But you found a way, you found a way for me to find my way to you. When you found me, I was drowning, drifting further out to sea, clutching to the anchor as the waves sank beneath me. No way you could get to me. But you found a way, you found a way for me to find my way to you. You found a way, you found a way for me to find my way to you. It's alright, baby, it's alright, darling, you got to me in time. It's alright, baby, it's alright, darling, I'm gonna be just fine, I'm gonna be just fine. When you found me, I was crashing, I carved a crater in the earth. Somehow you pulled me out from underneath the wreckage. Surprised the damage wasn't worse. But you found a way, you found a way for me to find my way to you. You found a way, you found a way for me to find my way to you. All right, that's When You Found Me by Lucero. Great band. Yes, yes. Getting through it. How are we all doing? Well, I'm sure some people, I don't know how much people engage with this holiday or not. I just see it as a good way to have friendship and love and acknowledge those things. And the more we can bring those in the world, sounding like the inner hippie I am, I think it's important. I think it's the only way we're gonna claw our way out of this together. So, yeah. Doesn't have to be chocolate and roses and big ass teddy bears, but again, reminder: tell your friends you love them. Tell the people you care about you love them. You don't know. Okay. So here's one I wrote maybe 2 days ago. I was just using this as a writing prompt for today. And Blair Jones, who was the mother to Henry and Calloway Jones, who have both been in Lord Nelson over the years, one time said, Kai, you don't write any nice love songs. Like, they're all just sad and dark. It's like, yeah. So this is probably as close as I get. Here's a story with a sort of, well, there's parts to it. Well, whatever. Let's get into it. It's called Parking Lot Lights. It's a working title for now. Well, this town shuts down about 9:30. Man, this town shuts down about 9:30. There's nowhere real to go. You can drive down Front Street, then you're back home. I think it's on the wrong key. Let me see. Yeah, that's what I did. See? Brand new songs. I wrote it on the other guitar. This is why we keep the ticket prices low for these today. Okay. Let's try this again. Well, this town shuts down about 9:30. There's nowhere real you can go. You can drive down Front Street, then you're back on the highway. There's a spotlight by the old Texaco. Well, they'd jump off the bridges, they'd run through the woods, they'd listen to the radio low. They were both old enough and ready to get out. This place felt a little too small. And he had a car and she had the cover. They'd sneak out at dark to be with each other. And they'd park in the corner on a Friday night and make love by the parking lot light. Well, she graduated with honors and moved out of Northeast College full ride. And he took a job with the electric co-op, night classes on the side. When she came back in spring, a new haircut and sweater, his beard had grown in some more. They talk like kids, just trying to tread water, leaning on the passenger door. Well, she didn't tell him and he didn't ask. She felt like the future, he looked like the past. But when he touched her, it always felt right, as they made love by the parking lot light. He moved to the city, and she is a mother. It's been several years since they talked to each other, but now and then on a Friday night, She looks up at those parking lot lights. He looks up at those parking lot lights. All right, it's a new idea. Working through it. Yeah, this one here. All right, what's going on over here? Cool. Thanks all. It's always good to see what friends are on board with the internet tonight. What else is new? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take the next couple weeks, or at least 1 week off, next week off. Life, every now and then, it's so weird to have something to do, to have plans, to have things. Yeah, so I think next week I'll definitely be out. The following week, we will see. But yeah, taking it as it comes. And this has just been a great thing to do. A great thing to feel community or whatever we're doing here. To talk into the abyss, to feel things with the guitar and a computer screen, which is antithetical to everything I thought I'd be doing. Again, I'm sure none of us sit around on weekend nights on the computer and, well, maybe that's the thing now. I don't know. Hey, Chris. Happy Valentine's Day, my cousin. Cool. Love-struck Romeo sings the streets a serenade. He's laying everybody low with a love song that he made. And find a streetlight, steps out of the shade, says something like, "You and me, babe, how about it?" Juliet says, "Hey, it's Romeo. Neela gave me a heart attack." Underneath the window, she's singing, "Hey, alive, the boyfriend's back." And you shouldn't come around here singing up at people like that. But anyways, what you gonna do about it? 'Cause Juliet, our dice were loaded from the start. And I bet that you exploded in my heart. And I forget that old movie song. And when you're gonna realize it was just the time was wrong. Oh, Juliet. Came up different streets, both dirty and mean. Both the streets a shame, and even the dream was just the same. And now I dream your dream for you, and now your dream is real. How can you look at me like I'm just another one of your deals? And you can fall for chains of silver, you can fall for chains of gold, you can fall for pretty strangers and the promises they hold. And you promised me thick and thin, promise me again. Now you just say, "Oh, Romeo, well, I used to have a scene with him." But Juliet, the dice were loaded from the start. And I bet it just exploded in your heart. And I forget that old movie song. And when you're gonna realize it was just the time was wrong, Juliet. Oh, Juliet. Can't do the talk like I talk on the TV. Can't sing a love song like the way it's meant to be. And I can't do anything, but I'd be anything for you. I can't do anything but be in love with you. all I do is miss you and the way we used to be. And all I do is keep the beat in bad company. And all I do is miss you through the bars of a rhyme. Juliet, I do the stars with you anytime. 'Cause Juliet, with love you used to cry. Said I love you like the stars above. I'll love you until I die. And there's a place for us, you know that old movie song. And when you're gonna realize it was just the time was wrong, Juliet. A love-struck Romeo is in the streets to serenade. He's laying everybody low with a love song that he made. And finds a streetlight, steps out of the shade, says something like, you and me, babe, how about it? You and me, babe, how about it? Classic Dire Straits tune there for you. All else. Good. Glad it's been on your mind too, Chad. It's I've heard some pretty cool covers of that one actually. Yeah, Martin Knopfler is one of the guitar pantheon guys for me. I'm sure that's nothing too unconventional, but yeah, I don't know. Got into a Dire Straits phase over this year. It was great to get back into it. And that one, yeah, it's always right there. Oh, what else we got in the hopper? I'll do, but yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm always a bit of a contrarian with things, so the idea of having one day a year where you say all the things and then don't the rest of the year, it's weird. Maybe that's not the intent, but had really nice quiet Valentine's days, had gone to shows, done all sorts of stuff, but I don't know, I think it's important I know I have lots of friends who are in various relationships or alone or doing their thing, and I think it's important to love yourself, to love your friends, family, the people you're with. But yeah, take care of yourself first, because Jesus. So that's kind of what this song, it's on 4, yeah. Yeah, it's important to, it's kind of like the plane, right? When the gas masks fall down, you got to put on yours first, then your seatmates. So, doesn't say it's Valentine's Day, like emergency plane landing safety instructions. So, here's a song by one of my favorite bands, Drive By Truckers, and they have a song called February 14th. But this is a song they don't play much because it seems very unlike them. So if you don't know the band, you hear this song, this is not the best representation, but it's a good one for the spirit today. You wrote a paper about that song in high school, Emma? Whoa. We need to talk about that. I'm curious. Okay. We'll sidebar later. Moonbeams we can dream on when the working day is done, and the stars we can wish upon at the setting of the sun. The sunsets we could cry over, put our troubles on the run. But more than all these miracles above, good people We need love. Everybody needs love, love, love. Everybody needs love, love, love. Everybody needs love, love, love. Just like the moon and the stars above. Ain't nobody found happiness living their lives all alone. I used to walk around like I didn't need nobody to be happy and alone. Then one fine day I found myself in trouble, way down without a friend. Along came the love of a real good woman, said she loved me to the end. Everybody needs love, love, love. Everybody needs love, love, love. Everybody needs love, love, love. Just like the moon and the stars up above. Everybody needs love, love, love. Everyone needs love, love, love. Everyone needs love, love, love. Just like the moon and the stars above. One more. We need love, love, love. Everybody needs love, love, love. Everybody needs love, love, love. So like the sun and moon and stars up above. All right, that's Everybody Needs Love by the Drive-By Truckers. If you want the B-side to that sentiment, look up their song Feb 14, F-E-B period 14. It is, about throwing the chocolates on the floor, making a scene. Not a good time, but probably cathartic. I enjoy it. I enjoy it all. I like sad love songs. I like pretty love songs. I just can't write them. Nice. I like that there's some academic discourse going on the thread here of the academic merits of Romeo and Juliet. I can see going there. I did my high school term paper on Bruce Springsteen, which was great. And one of my good buddies, Lee Francis, made fun of me tirelessly for it. And then he married a girl from Jersey, and now he also likes Bruce Springsteen. So, Jersey girls are out there. Don't ever mess with them. They can convert the best of us into Boss fans. Speaking of Boss fans, how about Bruce and his little tequila gate going on? Y'all heard of that? Bruce Springsteen was in the Super Bowl commercial for a Jeep. He's driving around in his Jeep. He's at a bar. At a bar. Little voice frog there. At a bar, and then it turns out he, in November, was driving around his motorcycle, ran into a bunch of fans who took his photo. And one of them offered him a shot of tequila because he loves tequila. So he had a shot of tequila and drove on. And a policeman watched him do all this and then pulled him over. And he blew a .0002. But, so now Jeep's tried to sever ties, pull the ad, that whole thing. And a victim of over-policing versus... It's been an interesting discussion. I don't know. I'm a fan of the boss. The boss is my guy. But yeah, don't do that home, kids. And I've never driven a motorcycle, so I can't weigh in on that. But how we doing? Doing good. How's everyone out there? Getting through? Having a good Sunday? Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this after a couple more tunes, and then eat some delicious food. Then I might go watch Joe Pug's show around 9. And yeah, I'm gonna miss you all next week, but it'll give me some time. I'm working on some new stuff. That's exciting. It's just been good to have the brain percolating, the slow boil. Honestly, I think I'd go absolutely crazy if I wasn't doing this, if y'all weren't showing up. So thank you. I mean, I'd be doing this just like playing a bar. Played so many shows around the country to absolutely nobody. And there's sort of a beauty in that sometimes. You can't do it all the time. But there's been like some of the best shows have been when no one's there. Because you're just like, fuck it. Let's just have fun for ourselves. And there's that happy medium. So thank God y'all are here. Because I can't do this totally in the dark. I've been doing that a lot. Okay. Happy thoughts. I'm going to switch guitars again. Let's do... Yeah, okay. I do have one kind of nice song. When I try to write a lovely song, it turns into melancholy. But let's see. First time I've worn a white shirt in probably 2 years. No. I got snazzed out for Camille Whiskey's New Year's Eve show at Fry Springs 2020, right before all this hit. Yeah. Last time I wore a white shirt. So here's a song off the very first Lord Nelson EP. Yeah, I did it once a while back. See if I can remember it. Well, you're here. Let's see what happens. Won't you let me be the man who's next to you and offer you a ride home before the evening's through? We'd go driving around this city with nowhere real to go, listening to music and watch the night unfold. But that ain't the way it all works out. You're walking in and I'm walking out. Well, one day I'll be standing here with you. And won't you let me be the land you sail for? Find the big white beach and plant your flag into the shore. I could be that great adventure and no one will believe. Look it up in history books and there you'll find me. But that ain't the way it all works out. You're sailing in and I'm sailing out. But one day I'll be sailing here with you. 'Cause the man next to you never has to worry about a thing. Tall drink of water, the only one to ever bring her in. Oh. So won't you let me be the house you move into, dusting off the cobwebs and making room for two, and sitting on the front porch staring at the breeze. Look up at the mountains and all you'll see is me. But that ain't the way it all works out. You're moving in and I'm moving out. Well, one day I'll be moving here with you. 'Cause the man next to you never has to worry about a thing. He's a tall drink of water, the only one to ever bring her in. That ain't the way it all works out. You're walking in and I'm walking out. That ain't the way the world goes round. You're sailing in and I'm sailing out. Oh, but one day I'll be moving. One day I'll be walking. One day I'll be standing next to you. can't find that one on the internet, we have I've never put that EP up. It's weird to go back through the evolution of a band and your own songwriting process, and it's healthy. See where you were when you wrote something, who you were at that point, the choices you made. Sort of how I feel about having music stacked away now in songs I've been writing. It's like, I don't know what the equivalent is for other people, but Noah here and I were talking the other day, and I was like, knowing I have like 2 albums worth of songs that I wrote 2 years ago. They're just sitting, waiting to get released for various reasons, and it's like, it can be hard to get up and get excited for something you did 2 years ago. It's like the version of myself 2 years ago. It's different. It's like Noah was saying, he had to sell his pots that he made 2 years ago and get all excited about it and send photos. And I don't know what it is for you. If you had to eat the food you were eating 2 years ago, hopefully we're all eating something more exciting now, like mac and cheese and Coors from a bottle. Classy like that. Well, thank y'all for hanging out. I'm gonna do one last one here, and this is sort of the one. What I want to hammer home today is love is important, but it's friendship, it's togetherness, it's finding ways to express that together. So thanks for listening to my rambling, my songs, and having fun with it tonight as ever. Do a song about friendship. It's called Friendship, and that's what it's easy to take for granted. So we just got to keep keeping up with each other, keep reaching out. So here's a Pop Staples tune off his very last record that I just adore. Almost hooked up the electric for this. One of these nights I'll bring out the electric rig. But look it up. This is one of my favorite songs. So I'll play this one, and then y'all have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you in 2 or 3 weeks. So thanks as ever.
I said, what's wrong, my longtime friend? There's something bothering you. Tell me something bothering you. Tell me something bothering you. Tell me.
Yep, okay. Here we go.
I said, what's wrong, my longtime friend? There's something bothering you. Tell me what the problem is, and I'll see what I can do. There are times we'll disagree, we'll agree more than we don't. We won't always see eye to eye, but we're more than we won't. 'Cause we got friendship, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through all this heartache, you know you're a friend of mine. 'Cause we got friendship all over, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through all this heartache, you know you're a friend of mine. If you're on the street, I'll take your hand. If you're hungry, I'll give you food. If it's money you need, I got some saved. If you're sick, I'll visit you. 'Cause I've been where you are right now. You saw me through it all. I lean on you, you lean on me. Ain't never gonna let you fall. 'Cause we got friendship, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through all this heartache, you know you're a friend of mine. 'Cause we got friendship all over, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through all this heartache, you know that you're a friend of mine. So talk to me, old pal of mine, if you feel you can't go on. Don't you sweat, it ain't over yet. This bond we share is strong, and your welfare is my concern. You're way more less than you think. I'll carry you through the second set. I ain't never gonna let you sing, 'cause we got friendship, kind that lasts a lifetime. Through all this heartache, you know that you're a friend of mine. Yeah, we got friendship, oh Lord, kind that lasts a lifetime. Through all this hardship, you know that you're a friend of mine.
Thanks, friends, for hanging out. Another Sunday. Grateful for all this. Grateful for music. Grateful for y'all. And just lean into that. See you in a few weeks. And take care of each other. Send some love around. Good evening.